Good morning, children. Welcome to our next class. In last class, you learned about the discovery of magnets and the shapes of magnets. In today's class, the properties of magnets we'll see. The poles of magnets. Maximum magnetic capacity is located at the poles. And how you can prove this? By doing an activity, you can prove that always a magnet shows north and south poles. It directs towards the north and the south. To prove this, you can do one small activity. Take a small bar magnet you take and some iron fillings in a paper. Keep the bar magnet little distance from the iron fillings, and after keeping the iron filling in the paper, tap the paper with your finger, just tap, and you can see that all the iron fillings will go and attract towards the poles. Some fillings will go and attract towards north side, and some iron fillings attracted towards south side. And middle of the magnet, very few iron fillings are attracted. This is because near the poles, the magnetic attraction is more near the poles. And you can do this activity even just hold a thread, tie a thread to this bar magnet and walk around your garden or in the soil, wherever the soil is available. It may be the garden, a playground, play area, a park, anywhere. And you just tap this magnet in the soil just twice or thrice in the soil. And the fillings, the iron fillings, whichever there in the soil, get attracted towards the magnet. If you make this magnet into two pieces, when you cut this magnet into two pieces, again it shows wherever the north direction is there, and again it acquires the south pole. It moves towards the south direction. And to understand this, you can do one more activity, that is take a stand, iron stand, which is available in our school lab, or else you can tie to any fixed stand in your home and tie a bar magnet to this stand and just rotate this magnet and leave it. And just observe to which directions these two ends of the magnet shows. Always it point towards one side point towards north direction and one side point towards south direction. In this way only it starts stopping. It stops and show these directions. In the same way, instead of the magnet, you take an iron wooden scale or any other material and keep it in this paper and make it turn. Just make to turn. Make it turn, push that object and leave it. Because of this thread, it starts moving for a few minutes and again it stops. Whenever the force is completed, it stops moving. But the other objects except the magnet, the other objects which you took like wood, like iron scale or any paper will not show the directions like how magnet is showing. The magnet, how far you make a movement, how much force you use and you make this magnet to turn, but after taking the turns and finally this magnet will come to a position where it shows the north and south direction and it stops there. So this way we are using this magnet. Suppose if you break this magnet into two pieces, again you do the same experiment by using the single piece. When you make this bar magnet into two pieces, use the small piece from this and repeat the experiment. But again it shows the same north and south directions. How far you can make this activity, even with a small piece of magnet also, it gives the same result. It takes the turns and finally it stops at a position where it can show the north and south directions. So that is the property of magnet. It has a capacity to face towards the north and towards the south directions. And the magnetic property is more at the poles of this magnet. Poles of the magnet always points towards north and points towards south. By using this property of magnets, we are using these magnets in finding the directions. Before long back, navigators used this natural magnet to find the direction. In which direction they are traveling, they used to identify by using these magnets. And the people who are traveling in the boats in a middle sea and oceans, to find out the directions, they used these natural magnets. And later, by using this natural magnets, they made an operator called, they arranged it in a box and they kept a glass covering above this called as magnetic compass. So even in this magnetic compass, they arranged one magnetic needle. And this red color is pointing towards the north direction and the blue color is pointing towards the south direction. So to find out the directions to your home, to your school, even you can use this magnetic compass. So tilt your magnetic compass and stand in the place where you want to know the directions. Again, it to point towards north and south directions only. So in this way, we are using the property of magnet which point always towards south and north directions, and the two activities where the poles, how to identify the poles of a magnet by using iron fillings you did in this class. And you also did an activity how the magnet is pointing towards north and south directions, and you need the materials like a stand, a thread, a paper strip and a bar magnet you need for proving that the magnet always point towards the north and south directions. And to know the poles of a magnet, you need the materials like iron fillings and a bar magnet and a paper. And you can see the attraction of these iron fillings towards the north and south directions. And you also how the magnetic compass is made, what is there inside the magnetic compass, and how can we use this magnetic compass to find the directions, and how magnets are helping us to find the directions, how our ancient people are our traditional ways to use the magnet in our day-to-day life, you learned in today's class, children. And in tomorrow's class, we'll see how the attractions and repulsions takes place in a magnet, and how we can make any object into like a magnet, and what's the meaning of magnetic field. And these are the things we'll discuss in coming class. And further, we also discuss about the uses of magnets. And in today's class, your homework is write the activity to prove the magnet has 2 points towards north and south directions. How can you prove that the magnet always points towards north and south directions? This activity, write in your classwork, children. Clearly, all the 5 steps you follow while writing the activity, like aim, what for you are doing this activity, and the materials, what you needed to do this activity, and the procedure, how to do this activity, and finally, what you'll observe through this activity. So this activity proves that the magnet always point towards north and south directions, to show that you are doing this activity. And you also write this activity clearly in your notebook. how can we use the iron fillings to point to identify the poles of a magnet. So these two activities are your today's homework, children. Neatly do it in your classwork and also draw these two diagrams in your notebook. Okay, so in tomorrow's class we will discuss about how to make any material into a magnetic material, and what's the meaning of magnetic field we'll see, and how the attractions and repulsions takes place clearly we'll discuss in coming class. Thank you, children.